What's going on, guys? It's Patakin DBS, and I'm coming at you with a replay of Fusion World. That's right. You read the title right. I believe this is the game. This is the game where I pretty much beat this Broly down. And I mean down. Without even awakening, bro. This is, of course, a ranked match. I do deck tests and free match, but this ain't no test, baby. This ain't no test. This is my highly patented Goku Critical Black deck. Deck list will be shown somewhere in the middle of the video, probably after the first replay or two. But as you can see, when you're facing against Broly, most people want to act fast against him. This is true in a sense, but you also have to still tit for tat your opponent. You know what I'm saying? You can't really just go hams deep, let him awaken, because you'll hit the brick wall. You'll hit him at, he'll go up to 25k, and then his monsters will hit yours. So a little bit of tit for tat. But against a critical leader like Goku Black, I kind of just want to hit Broly with crits. And to be honest, that's kind of like the whole point of my deck. But against Broly, it works specifically well. So you build the field, don't attack, let him get his little Shamoyans and stuff like that. I'm going to stack my field with the good boys. And against Green, you don't have to worry about your cards magically disappearing. Like, Big Broly, 8-drop Broly is the only thing that can pop a card in their deck. And I think 4-drop Vegeta, he's got to discard a card to kill a 2-drop, stuff like that. But otherwise, you really don't have to worry. So you can stack the field as much as you want. Nick and pick him. See, now is when we're in the mid to late game. He's already at 7 energy, so Broly's coming real soon. And he's trying to get rid of my board. We go ahead and protect it. Doesn't matter if we cost 2. But I got the critical trunks coming. And I got the Goku, the 6-drop Goku Black in the back pocket. So once again, we're just trying to tit for tat him right now, and I go for, clean up his board a little bit. And look at this, all of a sudden, because he was so afraid of losing his board, all of a sudden, this guy has no cards in hand, no cards on the board, and your boy is chilling. So I'm just stacking up the field. We dropped the trunks, and I didn't like some of these 4-drops in blue. As far as like critical Vegeta, critical Trunks, the both 4-drops, but I actually do like them. So, I mean, you forget that level 4 or 4-drop Trunks bounces a card, and it's good synergy. Just bounce your guys just in case I want to awaken. I'm not too worried about awakening. See, I was able to just tit for tat him enough to the point where he doesn't even drop me down to awakening mode. And since I'm a 20k attacker anyways, without awakening, I'm fine with that. Like, I'm just another critter coming in with just baby boosts and stuff, and like, we're good to go. So I dropped the Goku Black, and I'm just leaving this guy with no cards, nothing but critical attacks. Look at this. Look at this game, bro. Like, I don't think I've ever demolished anybody as bad as I have in this game with a Goku Black, or with any other leader, I should say. But I understand Black's not the best. Goku Black's not the best leader right now. He hasn't been topping any tournaments, or at least any local. But I'm the kind of guy that when I play a card game, I want to use not the least best cards, but like tier 2 stuff, and I want to win with skill. But I mean, as you can see here, like, it doesn't even matter what we drop. I can just drop the Goku or drop a little Trunks, and that's it. All right, so we're in for game 2. This one we didn't demolish our opponents as bad. Let me get that 2x. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, I like this replay capabilities. Was this the opponent that, no. Okay, so, this time around, I do believe, we hit the big shotgun crit. But, as we're going on with some of these replays, Goku Black, I've fiddled with a lot of builds. I've fiddled with just lots and lots of builds. I've fiddled on like a just like a straight up, I want to get 6-drop Goku Black down on turn 4. That doesn't always work because a lot of decks have a lot of answers for your 1-drop Zamasus, so he doesn't always live. So we scaled it back a little bit. We went towards a more traditional, kind of dirtily blue deck that keeps the hand stacked, you know, mid to late game. And you know, with the critical leader like Goku Black, also, again, you're not drawing cards, so you really have to watch out for your output and your input. So there's a few unpopular choices in this deck, but because it is a Goku Black themed deck, you know, we gotta play the 3-drop Goku Black. It's a good card. It's just a drop. Against Broly, it doesn't do too much, but here in this game, we let our opponent actually take us down to the Awakening. And he's up to 6, so I feel like I'm in danger, but not really. Our opponent's not doing too many amazing things. He also has this Gohan 5-drop, and going into it, you know, we want to crit him because we want to keep the cards down. I see this guy, I'll be honest, this guy doesn't have the best Broly deck, but it's Broly regardless, right? So we choose to Awakening here, keep that hand stacked. And as I'm explaining this, you gotta realize that I kept away from a lot of the blue cards that say you have to have 7 cards in your hand. So you're not gonna see too many Gallic Guns, no Piccolos, no cards that pretty much force me to have a bunch of or that force me to minimize my hand limit. Like I can take hits, go down to my Awakening, draw cards so my heart contents, you know. We even got Gawasu to help with the combo pieces, but yeah, just keep the dirtling, keep the hand fat. You'll eventually have your pieces to overcome Broly. Like when I first started playing this game, I'm not gonna lie, bro, I thought Broly was the best thing on earth. Come on, you got a champion or a leader that has 25k sitting. Like what does that mean? Like you will have to play a meta where every drop has 25k or more, but that's not the case, honestly. Especially in a deck like blue that can keep the hand thick. So he drops the Gohan here, clears the field, but that's a-okay. My hand's still bigger, and he's down to 2 life, so just a good old Vegeta shotgun to the mouth. And it's no problem there. We, you know, once again, keep that hand nice and thick. Quick victory. In fact, this guy DC'd, quote unquote, and made me wait 5 minutes for my win. So here's a quick peek at the list, boys. We're running a slim Zamasu package. We're running 2 Gawasus in with our usual suspects of the 1-drops. We're running enough Zamasus and Goku Black names for him not to whiff. I found this ratio to be very pleasing. And then of course we got our Awakeners, just 2 Trunks, and then 4 of the heavy hitters, along with the Trunks Future 5 or less bouncer. 4 Goku Blacks, not only because of the name, but also because I'm falling more and more out of love with Piccolos and the likes of Gallic Gun. More on that in a sec. But I was running 4 Goku Black 4-drops, not only because of the 10k shield and, you know, decent 30k attack, but also because, you know, I wanted more names. I ended up taking all 4 copies out along with a few other cards for this package right here. These are my big 4-drops, critical boys, 3 and 3. This one bounces 3 or less to the hand. We can bounce our own cards for just good tempo, good more dirtling, keep that hand nice and fat. Vegeta is just a powerhouse. Critical, of course. And then moving on to the end gamers, we got 3 Vegetas, double strikers, and then 3 of the Goku Blacks. I really wouldn't change this ratio 2-4, 4-2. I see them when I need to see them, and I don't need to see any more than I should. 4 of the super combos, and then here's the weird part of the deck. Only 6 extra cards. I know a lot of people like to run 8 to 12 of these things, but to be honest, running the likes of Galagun and a lot of cards that say, oh, you can only have 7 cards in your hand for these effects to proc, kinda messed with the tempo. Like oftentimes, you know, in turns you want to leave a mana up because you want to anticipate a block with the Gallic Gun and get a free card out of it. I found this to be a losing strategy against a lot of decks, so instead I'm running Kamea Waves excuse me, for that effect. It's 20k, so it's actually a little higher. It blocks everybody's 5-drop criticals by itself. And don't sleep on the foresight of looking at 3 cards on the top of your deck and rearranging them, because you could just stack your combo pieces or your winning cards on the top of the deck for you to draw the next turn. Final Hope Slash is still good, bouncing 2s or less for the Dirtling, and then Sinister Sickle is good against everything besides green. But yeah, as far as the list goes, boys, like I said, you want to stay away from the 7 or less restrictions, because against some games you want to just dirtle with your small cards and not press too hard, and you know, you can have 10, 12, 14 cards in your hand and still have your deck ready to go when you need it to pop off. So that's it for the list, boys. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, boys, this is game 3. Check it. Good old Broly just being part of the meta at all times. We're actually going to try X3. That might be a little fast, but this game starts off, actually, that is a bit fast, but this game starts off weird. We actually, we're going tit for tat as far as the leaders smacking each other, but my opponent does next to nothing for 3 turns, and this actually showcases the real danger of green in itself, because you can sit there, do nothing, get hit, and still be a dangerous opponent. Like, I thought I had this game in the bag, but I guess maybe my one mistake was having him whittle me down too much. Usually against green, I protect just a little bit, and then I'll dirtle on my own. I'll fill up my hand by myself with my own cards. Like, I don't have to worry. I don't have to awaken. So this guy ends up getting hit all 4 times to his awakening by crits. Like, he just does not care, dude. And it gets kind of scary. You're gonna see the game turn around. Like, this is where getting those last 3 pieces of life down is sketchy, because you know, blue doesn't have that much attack power. But for this build, however, once we get the 4 drops down, yeah, you gotta block against those. So my 4 drops are crit, baby. So my opponent starts making some correct plays. He's trying to take care of my board first instead of going for my face. He's actually afraid to awaken me here, which I feel was like a mistake. Maybe it's because he hasn't seen too many awaken cards on my side. He just chooses not to hit my Goku Black, cleans up my field, says go. So I'm like, alright, I gotta clean up your field, and I'm gonna awaken while I'm at it. So blue does what blue does best, and we make sure our hand is nice and fat. But for the meantime, I want to put a little bit of pressure on him, just so we can soften up that hand, and then we're gonna go ahead and worry about that field in just a moment. But yeah, as I'm saying, you know, get that Final Hope Slash. You know, this is what makes Broly just so good, bro. 25k just standing up. Like, I guess the trade-off is the fact that he doesn't necessarily draw when he attacks, and when he awakens, he loses a life. So it's like, you awaken and you're stuck at 3. But that's why my Broly build likes to play the, I think it's the 6-drop Gohan that puts a life right back. And that's just beautiful. So the opponent controls the board, drops a Turles, stacks all the way to heaven, and proceeds to try and crit me. I say no to that. Plenty of cards in hand. So how do we turn this game around? there's not a lot of ways, but one way to do it is to start off with a big Goku Black. So, we dropped the turles right there, and we put more pressure on his life. We have a little life left to take hits from the big Broly, which is why I'm kind of just like, I'm kind of two-weighing it a little bit, you know. I'm hitting the board, I'm hitting his life, hitting the board, hitting his life. You know, that's what I've been doing the past couple turns. Not really wanting to direct or concentrate on either or, but yeah. And here's the part that just completely scares me. There's not much I can do. Too much force coming behind a 45k attacker. I protect Goku Black right here, and it's probably the most critical part of the play. We do a bit of dirtling with the Pilaf. I bring back my Hope Slash. Hope Slash comes in, and yeah, this is what makes Blue absolutely diabolical. Is the dirtling, dude. It is refreshing my hand at all times. So I want to get rid of, see, I don't have my Crit Boys just yet, but I want to get rid of his field. And I misplay there because I dropped Pilaf instead of Trunks. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll just dirtle my way to victory then. This is a supreme misclick. I'm not sure of how different the game could have been, but yeah, he drops the 6-drop androids, cleans up my field, and he actually just turns it around right here. And there's just little to nothing I can do. I block to force him to target that because I thought I was going to take 2 from the androids, but I rip into the finisher, go Vegeta. It was only a matter of time. We do play 3, so I drop him, he scoops it. So yeah, hope you liked the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, show me that you liked it by hitting the like button and subscribing to your boy for weekly, possibly even daily DBSCG. Wow, I said that wrong. DBSCG Fusion World content. This is Patakin DBS signing out.